Well, it's update time on my $3 Neo Geo cabinet that I picked up a few weeks back. The cabinet itself was the cabinet itself was a cabinet with no screen, no 4-slot motherboard in it, no marquee, but it did have the control panel and the control panel that was populated, coin counters here and there, the coin door and all that good stuff. Original wiring harness intact, and some of the LE panels and the circuitry for it. The LE panels are no good, which I figured would probably be the case since these do burn out. I'm planning on getting some replacements. Really not going to do it this time. Not a huge priority, but I will eventually get the panels replaced and go from there. So I've been sourcing parts for it and kind of doing some of my own work on it here and there. It's still a work in progress. I've got some paint left to do on some of the metal pieces I didn't get to, like a marquee retainer up here needs to be repainted, and it's got some rust on the underside that I need to take care of. The coin door needs a little bit of work too. It needs a repaint, and been a little bit mangled from somebody trying to break into it or something at one time in its life. So I need to get that fixed up, get some locks for it, eventually patch these holes where the volt bar was at. But I mean, that'll come with time. Anyways, the big piece I've done so far was repaint the control panel. It was pretty much stripped to paint here where your hand kind of rests, and underneath it, underneath the control panel overlay, there's a lot of spilled soda and crap like that that ate through the paint, rusted the control panel, and also pitted it a bit. So I stripped all that paint down, got it about as good as I could get on the control panel, shot it with some black satin paint, let it dry, and put things back together. Got a newer, well, I shouldn't say newer, got another control panel overlay. My original one I had, which is right over here, had some pretty bad cigarette burns on it, some cracking, and some of the paint was flaked off, as you can kind of see through there. So I was scrounging around for other parts on other cabinets. I found this control panel overlay, which was in pretty good shape. I like it. Saved me 50 bucks from getting a repo. So got that all installed. These are the original buttons up here. I just rebuilt them, basically cleaned them out, put new springs in them, new micro switches if they needed it. Or not micro switches, but new switches if they needed it. The buttons, I opted to go with, I've got a whole bunch of these, and I have some softer press ones so that you can press them really quick and it doesn't take much force at all. I like those set up for fighters and things like that, although I don't play a lot of fighters. I like the feel of it. So got those in there. I do believe these are the original sticks with it. I've cleaned them up and they both run really well. Got another marquee for it, since the cabinet itself didn't come with it. This is an original, it's another repo. So I've got that installed. The mini marquees, however, are not original except for the blank spacer one there. These I went ahead and just printed them out on photo paper, which they actually look pretty good. I was quite surprised how nice they came out. They're just placeholders for now, if I could talk, until I get my LE panels repaired, or when I replace the panels so it lights up. And then I'm going to go ahead and buy remanufactured mini marquees, so when I have those LED panels will actually backlight. But for now, I'm going to leave it like this. It's not a huge priority for me, and there's I'd much rather get some other cartridges, things like that, over spending the money to get this lit up. But that will come later down the road. I got a pretty nice 27-inch Polo monitor stuffed in here. No burning on it, pretty crisp looking, colors are pretty good. I just need to degauss a little bit. I've got a little bit of the rainbow effect right up in there in that corner. I just don't have a degaussing coil yet, but I'll be buying one here shortly, because some of my other monitors, there's been giving me little issues here and there because I've moved them around, so some sort of magnetic field somewhere or something like that. So I'll see if that takes care of it. Let's see, the board in there, you know what, let me open up my control panel and show that real quick for people that haven't seen one of these, so just bear with me. Here, just let you watch Fatal Fury while I'm opening the cabinet up. Okay. Oops, helps find the cabinet correctly. Forgot my other latch. Okay. So that flips down like that. And the Neo Geo systems are cartridge based. So I've got 3 cartridges in the motherboard there. And you just can select through them through the control panel. It's a pretty nice setup. I had a few issues with my Aero Fighters and Windjammers. They were completely filthy. I forgot to clean them. I thought I cleaned them and I didn't. So cleaned them up real good. Plugged them back in and they worked fine. So yeah, so we've got, there's Aero Fighters 2, Fatal Fury, and Windjammers, the extremely hard game, even on the easiest level. But yeah, it all works well. It plays really well. When I got the board, I played it for about 4 hours straight. No issues out of it. Quite happy with the setup. I've got some other cartridges showing up. I've got Metal Slug 2, which is my favorite Metal Slug, and Last Blade that I got for a pretty fair price. Especially talking about on eBay. I don't usually get my cartridges from eBay, but lucked out on both those. Got them for the actual going rate and not an insane amount of money like eBay likes to try to charge. But that's the cabinet right there. Any questions about it, feel free to just ask them. For now, this is probably going to be my lineup. I'll probably do some few other updates on my arcade setup here. Probably when I get to the main cabinet and do some lighted buttons on it, but that's not going to be for a while. But that's my lineup, and we'll see if I stick to my words of this being my last one for now. We'll see. Alright, well, take it easy and happy gaming.